We are getting into the next section, and that is pretty interesting. We just came across Alexander Pushkarov, and he's from Russia. And we came across a very interesting solution with him a month back on digital twin in warehousing. I've never heard about that till he showcased one of the demos online. And that time he was hosting it from Kathmandu, if I remember correct. And
Yes.
that's how we said, no, we should really leverage his solution. And probably the industry should explore that. We have our elite community professional who has taken his time off from his Eid holidays. He's based out of Dubai, and he's currently probably in Saudi. I'm not sure in Jeddah or Riyadh. I'm not sure. So he said, I'll take half an hour for you. I said, really happy, Sadiq. It's my pleasure. And he works for one of the largest oil and gas company in Dubai. And over to you, Sadiq. And with a brief intro, then you can let Alexander to have an intro. Then you can shoot your questions. And if anything comes on the chat box, I'll let you know. Or probably you can watch it as well.
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Venkat, for a beautiful introduction. Yeah, as Mr. Venkat said, I'm presently in Makkah, close to Jeddah. And thanks for inviting and giving me time for this. Thank you, Alexander, for being on the call. I'll start with a small introduction of myself. I've been in the supply chain field for 16 years now. I've worked on various domains, especially on the manufacturing side. I started my career with General Motors and then moved on to the technology side on SAP implementations for supply chain, working with Procter & Gamble, Saudi Aramco, and that's where my journey with GCC started. And now presently I work with a company called Emirates National Oil Company. It's the Dubai's national oil company. Thank you, and I would like Mr. Alexander to introduce himself, and then we'll get started with the questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Sadiq. Thank you very much. And I would like to also say big thank you for Venkatesh to invite me to this panel. It is a very pleasure to explain about our valuable solutions. So it will be helpful to Indian market as well to grow. And I represent of logistics company. We are supply chain winner and the creation of national standard of warehouse management solution in Russia. And we work now in globally, so we have different branches, and as well we open in branch in India and start operating here. So today, actually, I won't not take much time about introduction because I just in brief tell that we have WMS, TMS, manufacturing solutions, warehouse controlling solution, consulting, and everything. And I'm very happy to join your community because today I heard many professionals and very good questions and very good challenges what the Indian market as well have. So we need to start, and I come back to to Sadiq.
Yeah.
Please
Thank you.
Tell your questions.
Thanks, Alexander.
Start.
Thanks for the introduction. Alexander, it's like Mr. Venkatesh mentioned, for past 5 to 10 years, we've always been hearing about digital twin for manufacturing, right? It's always been a critical element when it comes to manufacturing, that you try to have the complete plant assets, the step-by-step process being replicated as a digital twin, and see what are the challenges that you would face, how the outcome would be on the timelines of the production planning, but never had this thought, like he rightly mentioned, we never thought about a digital twin for warehousing. Where does this idea come from? What is it? Can you explain? Thank you.
Yes, yes, I explain. Actually, it is not so much new idea, but the digital transformation comes through the line from automation. When you have paper technology, first step is going to automation. Then you start automate your business processes inside the warehouse. Then you start collecting the data and then go into digitalization. So because you have data, then you can try to do some manipulation with this data. And when is data increasing, then you can create some virtual warehouses with real data what company get. So in nowadays, because the technology is growing very fast, the digital of warehouse is become possible because we have all physical data. We have data about the how people working, how the equipment works, how technologies work, different technologies, how to make these technologies in virtual reality. So that can give the biggest impact to the customers who wants to optimize their warehouses. And in the further, I would like to tell one very interesting use case which we have. I'm not talking now only about digital twin. It is complex phenomena. One our clients who use our solutions. The last maybe few days, they explained me that overall cost of their own logistic in logistic cost that reduce two times. It is one of the biggest national retailer. So this type of technologies actually bring really game changing because you can accurately, without any risk, trying any hypothesis. So with the very good knowledge of consulting companies, very good knowledge with AI, you can get the best business processes inside your warehouse. So it is how it is going on. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Oh. Did you hear me? Oh.
I think he has got some bandwidth issues.
Some issues, yeah. Maybe in Mohammed.
Am I audible now?
Yeah,
now,
yes.
yes.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
now.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no
I said, what are the typical challenges that you see that companies need to consider before implementing a digital twin for the warehousing?
Actually, the most challenges, if we talk about Indian companies or any companies, the actual challenges, they need to be automated before using digital twin because they need data. Or if they don't automate it, they need to invite the consulting company who can collect the real data what they have. Because the digital twin use case, it is to simulate processes, what you have in real case and what to be. So as it is and how to be, then you can give much result. So this is the first part. And second part, I think the company should be start trusting of the technology. You know, they needed to go through some mistakes also, and don't afraid of the mistakes, because without mistakes, company never grow. Even in big companies, they should try in some technologies before like don't be afraid to go to the new. This is what challenges I find in many companies. Even in big companies, they're afraid of the new. So this is the most important thing. And another important thing, what company needs to be see, if they are growing very fast, they need to understand the situation that companies who is the competitors on the market, and I see some very high growing company, they always using new technologies. So this is the challenges in nowadays, because the digitalization, digital transformation going so far. So some companies have so less cost of the business process inside. They can make very cheap cost of the products what they're handling or what they're storing. Yeah, this is the main point.
Right.
Yeah.
Excellent. I recall that this is very important element because one of the companies here in the Middle East, it's called Al-Marai. It's an FMCG company, Al-Marai. It could leverage its technology, and only when they had the latest equipments of automation within their warehouses.
Yeah.
Without having that, I think utilization of the latest technology will be a challenge. Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
And would you like to share such use cases, a couple of use cases for the digital twin, how it can benefit the warehouses? Because looking at the Indian manufacturers, now we have a larger scale of movement of the goods and warehouse setups in Middle East as well. There is a new initiative by the governments, and soon we'll have a huge, large warehouse for the Indian manufacturers in Middle East. So can you give us some use cases which the companies and the people, my colleagues, can utilize to take forward?
Yes, sure. So I explained 3 use cases which differ in different dimension. I would like to start with one use case which give very big amount of saving to the company. It is company who create clothes, some special service clothes for the. It is one of the largest Russian and Europe manufacturer of clothes, and they want to. They have already done all research, and they want to automate his warehouse with robotic SRS solutions. So the fully automated warehouses. And before this, they want to put it in digital twin and understand it will work or not. Then when we put it is in digital twin and everything will be simulated, because in our digital twin, you can simulate process even forward within 1 year or 10 years or 1 month. So we can multiply the speed. So they realize that some bottlenecks of this technology, which there cannot be verified on their businesses, and then they take our suggestion of different technologies. So they save amount, it was around $2 million. So this is one use case. It's very, very useful. Nice. Because in digital twin, you can check any type of technology for the warehouse. And at least I would like to explain that equity of the real situation is 96% in digital twin, 98%. So it is proven from our experience and our customers. Second use case, because you can make efficiency of the people who work in warehouse, their tracks, how they need to go, and etc., and equipment. So for the one company, it's very famous. Actually, the name of the company is Phaser. I think you know they produce bread and something like this. We do some simulation model of people, and then after this simulation model they reduced. It is not so big warehouse, but anyway they reduced around 4 people from the warehouse, and approximately for 1 year they save around 60 lakhs in Indian currency. So in terms of the business processes, it is so useful. And third part, one of the largest Coca-Cola warehouse, we create for them greenfield new warehouse in Russia, in Novosibirsk, many years before. They simulate the process, and then they reduce the vehicles tracks around 5,000 hours for using the expensive trucks inside the warehouse. So they also get benefit around 8 or 10 million. It is like how much? It is around 8 or 10 million approximately in Indian currency. So it is 3 use cases, but many different type of use cases you can use. for that, I think we need more time to explain, but as well, it is for this.
Oh, beautiful. I think some of the key elements that you mentioned are very important when it comes to having the warehouse. Not what happens is, for the large organizations, they construct the warehouse, they start utilizing the operations that are going on, but they
Yes.
don't realize that there is a lot of improvements that is required, and
Yes.
those improvements can be done. Optimizations can be done when you have the digital twin already created. Right.
Yes.
So
True.
very important. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Please, next question, if you have.
Yeah. When it comes to specifically to India, I'm really appreciate that you brought in a couple of use cases also specific to India. But how do you think a digital twin for warehousing is justified at this point of time as an investment for the Indian organizations?
Actually, we not only working in Europe organization, we also working in Eastern organization like Uzbekistan, like Kazakhstan. So this is not very like countries, not so much even high level of economic like India, but even there have high improve. So for Indian market, only one challenges what I saw. You know, last year I heard the India bought around 1,000 airplanes, yeah, from Boeing and from Airbus. And the question is why they bought so much? Because people want to fly it, yeah. So inside the warehouse, when I come in many warehouses in India, they still using only even big companies are using the floor storage, and even don't use barcodes, which before Venkatesh explained, that give very huge impact. So the most difficult things, the management of the companies in India, they are afraid of the new technologies. But if you want to fly it, you need to buy a airplane. You cannot fly it by vehicle or cycle. So this is the most big challenge in India, what I saw. And but potential of the using technologies is very huge, because the even biggest big turnover companies, you cannot find in Russia so big turnover company who don't have any automation technologies, but in India you can find. So this is what I think, and it is my opinion. And yes, other companies also I find who have very high level of technology, but most of the companies don't use in digital twin. So for that, we can actually help, because digital twin only can be used from the company who have knowledge about the how to business process and warehouse should be, and how to use this efficiency, how to optimize. Yeah, so it is not like we go in and starting making digital twin without any knowledge. So knowledge is important. This is the to think what, and actually the price not so high, because Roy sometimes, I just explain one another use case. Company called Makita, maybe you know, Japanese company. When they build the warehouses and they use our solution in their warehouse, they reduce mistakes in the warehouse 10 times. So for use, and the ROI of the using solutions, it was less than 1 month. So for the return of investment with this type of solution is very short. And in India, I think it will be more shorter, because most of the companies have great potential for automation and improving their technologies. So like this.
Absolutely. Well explained, Alexander.
Thank you very
My
much.
last question would be, before we move to other questions from the guest participants, it would be rightly mentioned, it is a journey. It is not a single point of change that can be done. It's
Yeah.
actually a journey to understand where we want to reach as a warehouse, where we want to reach as an organization to optimize the cost on storage and how to bring the order fulfillment to a very minimal cost-based process with the latest technology implementation. So do you have any kind of guide or a step-by-step process that you would recommend for organizations who want to take forward this technology of digital twin in warehousing?
Yes, I have this type of suggestion. And actually, in India, you have some companies. Our company also do this service. We actually, for any company, we suggest to do performance audit of the warehouse. Because when you do this performance audit of the business process, equipment, people, storage system, even the buildings of the warehouse, everything should be audited by experts. Even CII do very good type of consulting. So you can just do it before, because after you understand what the problem you have, you can be solved. It can be solved. And digital twin for that, they're helping after do some process of audit of finding the errors, bottlenecks, some not efficiency processes, brings much understanding, because we can show to the customer, to the logistic director or SCM head, how he works now and how should be. And sometimes the reduce of even labors or staff can be 2 times. Sometimes you can reduce even vehicles inside 2 times, because you don't need so much, and etc. So for that, when we talk about the cost efficiency, it will be
a notion of just a small notion. When you were speaking about the journey, I was just thinking for India, you should not mention resource reduction anytime, because we have when it comes to the manpower. Yeah. No, just a joke.
About why I tell you about the manpower. It is very interesting about this, because even if more people you can use, you cannot so much fast delivery, because mistake will be growing. So you need to educate the people. When people become educated, and you know, the digital twin can be used by education also, because we use digital twin when people can use virtual reality glass. They can try before real operations, and after 10-15 minutes they can go and work. So this is the giving one more use case for digital twin. And another part, even when the people can understand how to use barcodes, RFID, or other technologies, more educated, they level and price will be also growing, so the people can get more salary. So even in these terms, it is not bad things.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for that. We have a good question here from Ms. Anju. She wants to know what are the benefits of using digital twin in product development, when it comes to product development.
It is about manufacturing.
Yeah, I think the question is related
about what
to
products development.
It's not related to this, Sadiq.
Yeah.
I think this is about product development. Yes, I mean, digital twin can find applications in many places, and the one Alexander is all about is for warehousing.
Warehousing, absolutely. I think the question was not very relevant to the topic.
Yeah.
No,
but for the product development, there are many different type of digital twins, so they can useful for that. But our solutions, most of them for warehousing. Yeah. For warehousing operations. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's really a pleasure, Mr. Alexander, to have you on call and to understand what digital warehousing is and how India and the organizations in India can benefit from the utilization of this technology, and how you also explained the steps to achieve this, the basic minimum of having the automation processes implemented so that you can link this to the digital twin. And you concluded with giving it as a journey and looking forward for what the organization and the top management would look at from the reduction of costs and optimization. So if we don't have any other questions, probably I think we can over to you, Mr. Venkatesh.
One question we have, I think.
Yeah.
From,
Thank you very much, Sadiq and Alexander, for taking the time off. Yeah. Yes, Alexander.
Yeah, I heard that someone from Tejas, some
Yes,
question
yes,
was
yes.
the tentative
We just received
cost.
a question from Tejas.
Yeah.
What is the
Per-
tentative cost per square feet in using digital twin?
Okay.
Would you like to answer that? Yeah.
Yeah, I just, in short, I will answer. Actually, if about our solutions, because I think they have some other also. Our solution, the price, the minimum price is around 5 lakhs Indian rupees for the creating digital twin with all data if it is provided from the customer. If we should be take this data, it will be around 7 or 8 lakhs. So with this, we can make a digital twin of the warehouse, but we also suggest not just creating digital twin. We suggest also do some consulting before it, because you can manipulate of such things. So this is the average price. Yeah. Between
that is per square feet, Alexander?
Huh?
That is per square feet. What about you? The amount?
Per square feet, it is we cannot count per square feet because
okay, the one you quoted, is it for the warehouse or what is that unit?
For a house, yeah, for one warehouse. Yeah.
For what size?
Any size.
Any size.
Any size.
So even if it is, let's say 500,000 square feet, which is 5 lakh square feet, still you charge the same amount?
Yeah. If it is even big, because it is not, it depends not of high side. It is depend of the time of the construct, because we have everything for managing this, and different because it depends how much warehouses you have. And for this, it is average price I tell. And if something specific you want to simulate, like some specific robots, what we don't have, it little bit cost little bit more, but most of the price it will be like this. Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
I have a small question, Mr. Wing, if you may allow.
Thank you, Sadiq, and I'm really sorry to pull you out in the midst of the
no problem.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for taking your time off, and probably see you soon in Dubai.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, Alexander. Thank you. So we are getting into